But they're just 2 points back, I should say, of San Diego for that third place spot. And for Toronto, currently in third, but they're right there with New York, even on 30 points. The bad news for Toronto, there's a game in hand for New York.
Yeah, this matchup right here is all important to both squads. Houston coming off just a clash of a match against the Giltinis. They've got to bring that physicality here today, but Toronto Arrows just really playing great rugby. Coming out here, but another big opportunity for Houston. You got it when you're playing these rugby games and playoffs are on the line, you got to turn territory into points.
Across and down, Cats find the opener. The big boys making it happen.
And once they're in that territory, just getting on the job with the big boys up front, getting over the line. Well done by Houston.
Smith successful on the conversion. Houston on top, 7-0 here.
Ball.
No, ball was lifted. Okay, let it go. Hands away. Good job.
Nsingenge back with Muir, already has one try to his name. Muir stood up immediately. A wall of white and blue.
No hands.
Houston back to that 5-meter line. Zeiss keeps the legs churning, falls forward for an extra meter. Smith. Houston trying to find the inch of space. So far, none to be had. Van der Scape just shy. Calling for it. Rasman. Finally, Rasman with the carry. Smith. Across, and the Cats find their second. Smith with a quick ball out. He fought the 2 via the conversion. First 20 minutes, Houston ahead 14-0. The home side, an impressive start.
That's what he's got to do today.
Yomadon to take the kick in. Back with Houston, I should say, after being loaned to Rugby ATL as part of the Manu Ridley-Hayes trade. No trouble. Splits the uprights with the penalty, and Houston. And Smith wisely just sends this to touch to end the first half. 40 minutes in the books, Houston with the lead. Tries from Dean Muir.
Territory into points. The Cats doing a great job of getting down in there and just getting points on the board. But the lineouts we talked about, Toronto need to execute and actually have a dangerous phase play after the lineout as well. But they just got to start winning ball.
They have the man advantage, but they need to turn it into points. Do the visitors. Houston with the advantage. Jabori again making a factor of himself. Ridley-Hayes, what an offload. Manu Ridley-Hayes able to find his countryman. Lourdes van der Scape dots it down. The South African connection. What a try for Houston.
An absolute dagger. Not there. We're kind of wondering where it's coming from. And Houston again, it sends the lead here.
Madon splits the uprights, and it's 24-0. Time certainly of the essence, with that deficit growing now to 24. Can Houston find more? Looking across, and they do indeed, and who else? Lourdes van der Scape.
When you got an inside center that's just absolutely coming onto the ball at pace. Then there's the whole game management portion of this. You know you're down 29-0. You got to have a sense of urgency. You got to play like, hey, maybe it was 10, and get this ball over the line, score a try.
And there it is. Toronto able to dot one down. Much needed from the Arrows, and it comes from the big replacement.
Early on in the match.
Toronto 7.
A bit soft from Houston there, but again, same thing happened for Houston at the beginning of this match. You can find moments like this and start putting points on the board and just get back on the front foot. That's what you got to do in a rugby match.
With the conversion, no trouble there, slots it through. They elect to take this penalty with 2 choices given.
Do you want me to put them on a warning? Let's go.
Here come the big men for Toronto. Looking to muscle across. McRory. On to Dutoit. Giuseppe Dutoit dots it down for the Arrows.
Try Toronto.
Of tonight's match, hard to believe, and still with this 29-12 lead. Wadden. Big second row inside the 5-meter. Mieres unable to scoot across. One last gasp, and the Arrows have it.
Try Toronto.
Lolani Faleiva with his second. Came on as a substitute and has made a huge impact for the men in white and blue. Malcolm off the post as the final whistle sounds. And it's 29-17, Houston with a victory at home.
Just impressive stuff from Houston. They responded today after last week's loss. It's one of those moments where you have a physical battle against the Gилцίνης. You put your heart and soul into a match, and how do you get up and you do it again the next week?
Toronto 17.
An impressive showing from the hosts. Toronto, some confidence builders there at the end. Those 3 tries, certainly some positive takeaways as they head home. Take a look at our moment of the match, and well.